Zaccho is a dance theater company based in Bayview Hunters Point, San Francisco. Bayview Hunters Point is a really extraordinary community. It's had a reputation of being very poor, riddled with drugs and violence.
It's a predominantly African-American community. There's poverty. There's community problems that have been there for decades.
In a way, it's really a community that is about resilience and creativity, about commitment to others, commitment to family, despite all of the struggles.
The Youth Performing Arts program at Zaccho Dance Theater utilizes dance to empower the youth of Bayview Hunters Point by helping unearth their artistic and personal identities within their community. Determined to keep the art of dance available to at-risk youth in the community, Zaccho creates work that explores dance as it relates to place, with a focus on aerial dance and contemporary technique as well as creative movement.
Zaccho is my sacred space. It's the place that when I think about my home, it's definitely like one of my go-to places that pop up. It's the place that I grew up, that I became an artist, that inspired me in many aspects of my life, not just as an artist, but also the way I carry myself, the way I interact with others, the way I communicate. It's so many things, it's kind of hard to put it all into words.
When Zaccho first moved into the neighborhood, we thought, okay, we really want to do something here. One day I was riding in on the bus and ran into a girlfriend of mine that was teaching at a school that was like 3 blocks away. And I said, do you think you can get the kids to come down to the studio from your school? That was a game changer, really, because now suddenly we know teachers, principals, parents, and there's a real community partnership happening.
It started as a program that worked with youth in school. We've collaborated with the schools in our neighborhood, and they would come to the studios. Now we also go to the schools. We create a curriculum that is theme-based.
Some of my earliest memories was Shakira greeting us at the door, just bubbly and just so full of energy.
I remember distinctly being in the circle at Zaccho and having the second graders talk about who died. Second grade. My brother got shot, my cousin got shot, my daddy is dead, and then they started all chiming in because they all had these stories. And if you can imagine second graders having to deal with that kind of trauma. And our answer to that was art.
The day after Kenneth Harding was shot, Joanna held space for us to be able to talk about it, to be able to process what had happened. Like, Zaccho knows how to hold space, and they know how to give kids a chance to breathe and just process what the heck just happened.
The case of dance is liberating the mind and the body in order to experience the world in such a full and remarkable way.
We're not just going to move on from this because this is a prevailing issue, and until we can get folks to acknowledge it, no rest and no stopping until it's acknowledged. And Joanna's taking what she knows best, which is her art, and is using that to get acknowledgement for what happened.
Kids are empowered by the creative process in general. The creative process is all about questions. It's about exploring things you don't know. It's trusting the not knowing.
The topic of racial injustice is one of the most talked about topics. It's one of the most interwoven themes that comes up, especially when we do, our performances and we make our art, because majority of the children that come in through the Youth Performing Arts program are, children of color. We're all Black and brown.
I think that Zaccho's Youth Performing Arts program offers an opportunity to bring all people together to look at and experience our lives through a new lens. The kids have great capacity for forgiveness and for loving, and they do that for each other in ways that I think often surprises us as adults, and things that we could learn from. It creates a place for us to be able to empathize with each other's struggles and to kind of revel in each other's successes, and to support the young people in their growth and their development into warriors and citizens and activists and beautiful people.